Start recording. Hello everyone! We are back with more God of War. Oh, look at that. There's another dewdrop over there. To be honest, I don't even know where I am right now. I'm kind of just exploring. I don't know. What are you guys more interested in? The story or just exploring around the world? I'm getting a lot of good stuff from exploring, but I'll give you guys what you want to see. Okay, thanks. I appreciate your input, the same. Let us dewdrop.
I see some loot up there.
Hey, grab it.
Come here. Can
How do you
finish
guys
that story
feel?
started?
I can indeed. Where were we? Oh, Thor smashes the stone head of Hrungnir, who falls upon him with a sickening crunch. Let that be a lesson, my son. Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
A mighty giant made of frost and stone. Looks like he had a huge fight with Aesir and Vanir gods. He battles Thor and looks like they both lose. Hrungnir the brawler, a head of stone, but the mind of a child. Odin tricks him into getting drunk and rowdy in Asgard. Thor smashes his head, but he ends up crushed, and everybody laughs. Aesir are the worst. For an explanation, are both great. How would you guys feel if Five Nights at Freddy's creator Scott bought Chuck E. Cheese and turned it into Fazbear's Pizza? I mean, if he did that, that'd be cool for fans of the series. I'm not a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. The first game kinda was enough. There's not enough variability in the gameplay between games to really warrant 4 or 5 plus games, but I hear the story is pretty decent in it, so you know, at least it's got that going for it. Am I going back to the witch's hut right now? Is this what this is leading me? Back here. Also could be the one mine that Brok wanted me to go to.
Should we dock on the...
Deus Ex. Okay, this is by Lens. This is where Brok wanted us to go. Alright. Having a story and exploration are both great. Alright, well, we're gonna do exploration then. You guys twisted my arm. Anyway, Sister Location was pretty decent too. I didn't hate Sister Location. But for the most part, Five Nights at Freddy's not a game series I've really gotten into. First one, like I said, was okay. Gameplay is very basic, but you know, it is what it is. It has a goal that it wants to achieve, and it does that pretty well. Unfortunately, games 2, 3, 4 didn't really change that up much. Best part of the game is breakable boxes, and FNAF doesn't have that. X. Hello, X. See, there you guys have it.
Well, looky who decided to show.
Brok, how you gonna be a dick? Now, what are your thoughts on Brok here?
Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brok. It's talking to me! It's Anvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velnder mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put it in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Anvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatery tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Anvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Yay, we got an entry stone. But I actually need to talk
Let's
to you anyway.
get to it.
I need you to make me... There we go. We need to level up Kratos some more.
Now
Only
what
level three.
else do I want to tell you?
You want to tell me something else? No, okay. X, is breaking boxes your favorite thing? Because FF14 doesn't have breakable boxes, does it? I can't think of any.
Anvari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
One thing about the sound that they're making kind of reminds me of the sound that Shades make in Nier. Speaking of which, I want to hear more about Nier version, replicant version 1 point whatever. There's some cave-ins that you will got, so. I dragged it along. What? Oh, this one's a little stronger than this too. I gotta try one of Atreus' other weapons. Yeah, well. What?
Almost ready. Tell me when. Thought they almost had us.
X, I thought for sure you were gonna get Shiva down before we would.
Anvari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
Yeah. Brings grief is of little importance. Doesn't mean it's not important. Ha!
Oh, he did not like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. Cannot be trusted.
It cannot be trusted. You hear that, guys? Mel, if you had a talking ring, would you trust it? Oh, that one got cut right in fucking half.
Well done.
elves doing here now? Depends on what the ring says. What if the ring just called you Mal Steve? That was it.
Follow me,
Exclusively.
Atreus.
Exclusively called you Mal Steve. Okay, I see. Alright, that's fair. Like this. Or why is my phone going off? It's the one ring to rule them all. Do you trust Sauron's ring? Do you trust the one ring? Alright, we got some solid Spartan steel. You see no reason to not trust Spartan so far?
Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
Ring should just give up. You should know that we're not going to listen to him. Billy, what are you doing? Doing more, bro. Mel, if Bailey challenged you to a fist fight, who would win and why? So on Saturday we had FFD&D. What is this? We had FFD&D, and I had designed everything in this chapter, Billy, because I wouldn't hit a cat. Fair. That's very sweet. But yeah, I designed everything in this chapter for 5 players, but one of my players that was new to the campaign decided he was not able to make it due to family issues, I think. So, I was like, well, fuck. My entire campaign right now is set up for 5 players. I decided to send my 4 players against the enemies that I had planned anyway, and they still won, but they almost died. We almost killed Astral in a single hit.
A soul
Not Astral,
And a
me.
traveler. Guard up.
Soul Eater and a Traveler. Okay, this is... Fuck off, dog. Alright, that was sounded a lot more dangerous than it ended up being.
A dead soul.
The Traveler has a magic rune. If we see him lift it in his hand, Father should throw his axe at it.
What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore.
The dead soul eater. That's what he said. I just wasn't listening. Alright. Glad they survived. Yeah, right? Haley, can you go? You don't get fed for 2 hours. You know when dinner time is. At this point, no better than anyone. Alright, so Mel, if you had an axe that would come to your hand when it wasn't in your hand just by willing it, how would you wield that power? More hacksaw.
He says his chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
Okay, well, let's set off the traps.
I see no traps.
Shadow the elementals.
Sounded so sure about it.
25% resistance to all status effects, including. Oh, there we go. That's actually worth it. Yeah, I should probably put enchantments in my gear. That'd be a good plan. Yeah, you throw my axe on. Alright. If you had an axe that was enchanted to come to your hand when you summoned it, how would you use that ability? What benefits would that grant you? Again, I'm not 100% certain why there's elves in this place, but... Clumsy enough that you'd hurt yourself? Mel, have you been clumsy your whole life, or... This is just something that kind of happened later in life, and you were like, well, this is my life now. No. Sometimes clumsiness just happens. Slicing bagels if you line them up or hang them on a clothesline. That'd be an interesting way to do it, Selma. I kind of remember this place. That's a lot of hack silver. I like that. I say kinda, because I don't really remember this place. Like, I remember it being a place, but I don't really remember.
Anvari says his workshop is up there. But I know. Don't trust the talking ring.
Yeah, don't trust the talking ring. The ring should just get on board with that. A little bit all your life? My friend Leanne, her hand-eye coordination actually got worse the older she got. It wasn't good. It wasn't great. I haven't spoken to her in a little while because it's very hard to reach. Tsunazudu!
Watch your back!
Almost ready!
Fire, right side!
Ready and wait!
Damn it! One more? Where is it? He dropped a... what is this? Dagger Protection. Epic Talisman. Create a small defensive on the Penskatus attacks from being interrupted and reduces the amount of damage it takes. When upgraded, it restores a small amount of health as well. Let's equip this. Oh, and it actually has an enchantment slot. Well then, that makes it all the more worth it. Gotta find food? Okay. Zumba, would you say that you're pretty, got pretty good hand-eye coordination, or no?
Boy,
Father, please, just listen. Anvari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry you kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
I didn't see that there. You kept up pretty well with young you? That's good. Hey kid.
boy, over here.
Sir.
Boy.
Okay. That's going in the journal.
The Soul Eaters. Removing an ancient soul and domesticating it is as a beast of burden was surprisingly easy. They follow my every command and appear to possess no free will, sense of self-preservation, or even hunger. Well, not until it turned or lit into ashes. Not even a soul remained. A lack of their own must be what drives them to immolate the souls of others. My Soul Eaters are an abomination. Several were sent to Muspelheim at the request of Surtur, who what he will use them for, I shudder to consider. Another to Motsungnir in Kunstengard. That fool can burn for all I care. My immediate concern is the dwarves of Volundir Mines. I pray I'm not too late to undo my mistake. We did kill that Soul Eater in Volundir Mines too, so...
This is a fine hammer.
Hammer of the Dwarven Blacksmith.
Anvari
Oh,
says thank you.
that's what we gotta get to Brok. Hey! hang on. I'm gonna make some good use of this.
Can we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
All set.
Damn! Hey guys! Get a saying, join up for a boss fight.
That was good.
Saying, how would you say your hand-eye coordination is compared to young you? When I was younger, I had really good hand-eye coordination. Older? Nah, my reaction time is... It has gone to crap. Eat kitty! As I get older, I forsake difficulty in games for story a lot more.
You too fun.
Here, the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Yeah, Anvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
Anvari's Soul. Very high perk activation chance
Kid's
to
a
grant
bit of a
health burst on
softie,
any
Well,
successful
he'll
runic
grow up.
attack kill.
Oh, almost forgot. Brok, this is our new friend Mimir.
We've met.
Oh, what?
Anvari wasn't very helpful at first, but something about seeing that dead soul eater in the Landsoother mines made me realize he was being kind of a jerk. I think he feels guilty because some of the other dwarves were experimenting with ancients there, and they accidentally created soul eaters. Glad we didn't have to fight anymore. Anyway, his soul is still trapped in a ring. Brok wanted to melt him down. He's so mean sometimes. But I convinced Father to keep him, and now he's part of our group. Father even uses Anvari's soul as an enchantment sometimes. Must be hard being trapped in a piece of jewelry, but Anvari doesn't complain too much. I'm pretty good at ignoring him.
Why didn't you say so?
He
knows why. I know why. You know
You
why.
know
Quiet. No more of this.
You know what? Sorry about it. Can't you and Sindri just patch things up? Whatever happened couldn't be all that bad. You're family.
Now don't be lecturing me about family. I ain't the one what forgot what our name stood for. What we made, the weapons we made were legendary across 9 realms for more years than I can count. You just don't throw that away on account of one bad...
One bad what?
One bad nothing. Ain't you got somewhere to be?
Alright. There you go. A little bit of story between Brok and Sindri being released to us there. 16-year-old Asane was pretty good at coordination and reactions. 30-year-old Asane pushes Iron Jaws 15 seconds before a boss pull. Ah, that was good. That was you who did that?